Across British Columbia and around the world, the coronavirus has changed the way we live. Hundreds of thousands of people lost friends and family members, entire industries shut down or have scaled back, people have lost their livelihoods. Our freedoms have been challenged, and in many communities, the basic necessities of life have been threatened or removed altogether. People who once lived regular or even prosperous lives were and are being forced to make drastic changes, and those who had little, their struggle became worse. We were forced to deal with some tough questions. How does someone self-isolate when they don't have a home? Where do you go when hospitals and treatment centers are overcrowded? Or how do you feed your family when you don't have a job? These are just a few of the realities that many British Columbians faced during these unprecedented times. But through it all, we did what Canadians do. We came together to support one another. And through it all, the Salvation Army remained present, an essential service on the front lines, serving our province's most vulnerable. And in these new times, vulnerable took on a whole new meaning. Our food banks and feeding program lines grew as families and individuals lost their jobs. Our shelters experienced increases as people were displaced from their homes. And our regular client base needed us more than ever. So we stayed, and we served. Like most organizations, we had to make the necessary adjustments to keep our staff and volunteers, our clients, and the community safe. But our dedicated teams were up to the task. From the beginning, they made the necessary changes to ensure we could continue to serve our communities. Sit-down meal services became to-go lunches and care packages. We opened creative new shelter spaces to accommodate for social distancing, keeping clients and the community safe. And we used our emergency disaster vehicles to go into communities and meet people on their terms, providing them with food and hydration. From Prince George to Kelowna, through to Vancouver Island, these are but a few examples of how the Salvation Army has responded to COVID-19 in British Columbia. Our efforts have helped tens of thousands of people navigate the worldwide pandemic, and we will continue to be here until the end. But we do not do this work alone, and through these unprecedented and challenging times, we experienced generosity, humanity, and leadership, which we've come to expect from communities in BC. From our partners at Union Gospel Mission, who came alongside us to raise funds to meet critical needs, to individual donors and corporations who gave so generously. We want to thank you. To all levels of government who took an early leadership role and who continue to guide us through these unpredictable, changing, and uncertain times, we thank you. Your financial support, sound medical advice, and steadfast leadership has made us proud. Special thanks to Premier Horgan, Minister Dix, and Dr. Bonnie Henry for keeping us safe. Together, we've shown the world what it means to be compassionate, caring, and cooperative. Together, we've given people hope for today, and together, we'll continue to give people hope for tomorrow.